Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, Keto Cooking with Ron, and I'm Ron. Well, we have a air fryer that we purchased this past week, and we just got it in a few days ago. And today I wanted to make something I haven't had in a while, which is scallops. And I bought these ocean fresh scallops at the our local market basket, almost $27. Can you believe it? So I'm gonna open up the container, show you. You can see they're really the huge scallops. Now what I'm going to do with these scallops, I'm going to go bring them over to the sink and I'm going to drain out the water, and then I'm going to put them back on this paper towel and I'm going to dry them up, and then we're going to do a nice buttery sauce with some fresh lemon and salt and pepper, and I'm going to pat them dry. And then when I pat them dry, I'm going to put them into the air fryer. We bought a Cosori air fryer, 5.0-Quart, and cleaned it all up just now and made sure I got all the chemicals out of it by giving it a maiden test run. I did a 400 degrees at 5 minutes, and then it's ready to go. And I got the directions on how to for the cooking times. It doesn't take very long, but I believe this is one of those things we're going to have to set it on shake, and after about 3 or 4 minutes, and not even, it'll tell us when to shake the that. This won't take that long to cook. But let's get right to the video. Oh yeah, and if you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a returning member, welcome back. And if you're a new member, could you please share, like, and subscribe to my channel, Lovin Keto, Ron's weight loss journey, and Keto Cooking with Ron. And this is an entirely new recipe. I haven't never made these before in the air fryer, never had any food cooked in the air fryer before, so this is the first for you and I, and I'll give you my take. Oh, the air fryer, when I was reading the directions and doing some videos on it, they said that when you first get it, make sure all your packaging is removed, and I put it up on a cutting board because I don't want any issues with my countertop. And I also, it came in a pizza pan, so that was a bonus. And so I rinsed it all out with some warm soapy water, and this is all according to the instructions. I wiped it down dry and then put it on for 400 degrees for 5 minutes on a preheat setting, and yeah, and now it's ready to go. So what I'm going to do now is, like I said, we're going to bring these over to the sink. I'll show you how we're going to do all this, and I'm going to put these in my bowl. But I think on these scallops, let's see one. Yeah, I don't see the other skin there. The other guy was watching one guy's YouTube video. He said some of these bigger scallops, they have like a little membrane to pull off. I didn't see any on any so far. I don't see anything on here, so we should be good to go there. But well, let's see if that might be one. No, I thought that might have been one of those membranes you pull off. But yeah, so I just wanted to make sure. But let's go drain out the water and get these patted dry so we can prep them up on the cutting board, and I'll show you how we're going to do all that, okay? Put it on like this, take the scallops, just drain them. My hands are clean. Just trying to get the water out of there before I go put them in the put that in there. Then we're gonna just dry them off really dry. We need to really dry them off really good. So now let's go. So what I was told with the air fryers, and like with anything you cook, you don't want to put any water into grease, because you'll be asking for trouble. So there's scallops. Let's see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. About 16 scallops. And then you just take another couple of pieces of paper towel and just pat them dry. It's important that when you do any fish or any kind of meat that you season it very well before you cook it to get a really good flavor. Scallops and seafood are no exception. So we're going to season it with salt and pepper with both sides, and then we're going to put a buttery sauce with a little bit of cooking oil over the scallop itself. I'll show you how we're going to do the buttery sauce. was all wet, obviously. Now I'll do the other side to make sure you don't have any more residue. Well, if I pay $27 for the uncooked scallops, Don, I can't imagine what they're charging now at Kimball's, huh? Okay, so these are pretty good and dry. So now we're going to make the butter sauce, and then we're going to come back, salt and pepper it, and put it all together. Tablespoon of each, or a teaspoon, I have a teaspoon. So what we got going on here, we're making our butter sauce for our scallops. We got about 2 tablespoons of butter melted. Now we're going to put a half a teaspoon of onion powder. This is all to taste. Now we're going to use the half a teaspoon of onion powder. Some salt and pepper. We're using pink Himalayan salt. And just a little bit of pepper because I'm going to be putting pepper on top of it. Okay. Then you're just going to take that and mix that up a little bit. And that's all ready to go on top of our scallops when we put them into the air fryer. Okay. Now that we got that done, cutting board. Now we're just going to season them up well on both sides. So what I do is I have this little thing over here where I got my it's time I got to fill it up again. This I don't know what you call it, like a bamboo salt and pepper thing that I got on Amazon. And most of the stuff that I get for the kitchen I get on Amazon. So you just season it well with the salt. Pepper on each. Like that. Turn them over on the other side. Takes a little practice to get used to cooking. At the very beginning of my weight loss journey back in 2020, I wasn't filming out a lot of recipes because I was always kind of nervous about it, and I really didn't want it. We didn't really know what people would even know what Ron would want to eat in a day, never mind in a week. So I just recently started filming all this stuff, and I've been putting them up on my channel as I've been going along. And just salt the backside like that. Now, I don't know how true it is, but somebody says scallops pack a lot of carbs, so just be careful with it if that's true. So that So we got a scallops all done and coated and ready to go into the air fryer. There we go. So it's set for 408 minutes in the shaking time. So I was playing around with the buttons because I'm one of these things I'm going to have to get used to. So after 4 minutes, that'll remind me that I got to take that out and I got to just shake them, and I'm going to probably just turn them over. Okay, and I'll show you what they look like on the inside. So let's readjust the camera. See how they're cooking. So now we're just going to take them out. We're just going to, instead of shaking them, we're just going to flip them to tongs. When you put it back in, it automatically goes on to the last number that you left off at. Okay, so that's something you should know when you're cooking with air frying time. Now, trust me, I watched a lot of videos before I wanted to try this, and we never had scallops in the air fryer before, so this is the first for us. Okay, so let's pull it out and see what they look like. Let me tilt the camera down a little bit. They look done. They smell absolutely amazing. We have one out of the air fryer. We're just going to just do a sample test to make sure they're cooked. They cut out open nice and easy. Somebody told me that. She said not to cook them too long because you got to dry out your food. Donna, these are good, huh?
They're good.
All right. Hey guys, look at that, huh? Well, scallops are done. Took about 8 minutes, and made a little tartar sauce. And this is what they look like out of the oven. Unbelievable good. So this is just a recap of what we did. This is the first time using the air fryer. We dried out our scallops on a piece of paper towel, seasoned them really well with salt and pepper and onion powder, garlic powder. Made a little buttery sauce, coated them with the butter, and then we took some cooking oil spray, sprayed on the top of them, and then we baked them off in the air fryer for 8 minutes and put it on shake. And halfway through this 8-minute cycle, we popped them out, put them back in. Now, if you want them a little more crispier, you can put them in for another minute. But these are really fine, and you wouldn't want to leave them in any longer than that because they dry out and you don't want to dry them out. And then this tartar sauce I made with pickles and well, actually with relish and some homemade mayonnaise that I had made. So everything's all within my carb for today. But yeah, this is really, really great, guys, and we highly recommend an air fryer. This is the first time buying an air fryer. Really, really good. So if you're new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Lovin Keto, Ron's weight loss journey, and Keto Cook with Ron, and I'll continue to put more and more of these videos up.